Whatever.
It's about time.
This HarvestFest is so awesome. Let's go have some real fun.
Yo!
Go.
We are live.
We are live. We are live.
Did I say welcome to the main event?
Run that thing, brother. You mad?
Oh, man.
Behave before you talk about what I'm talking about, yeah?
Disclaimer! Run that thing back. Nah, man, stay there in your corner, man. Run that thing back, fam. I don't want to hear nothing from you.
We are live, guys. I'm saying Mr. Blitz Tech.
Revenue GS.
Joe, 1/3 of the Cyber Nerds.
And welcome to Superman and Lois, episode 5, spoiler review. It's all about to go a bit mad. Spoilers ahead, you've been warned. And if you're just enjoying this content, you're enjoying these reviews, and you just want to see more, I know you should be subscribing to the channel. So press the button, get those notifications, bing, bam, blow. Enjoy the content still. So this episode's all a bit mad if you ask me. We got to the 5th episode, and things are going just a bit left. Not only for Superman, not only for Lois, but for the writers and everything else.
Things have been going left, fam, since the beginning of this thing, innit? So we're just getting exposed more and more into it. But one thing I really enjoyed about this episode is them going back, having the flashbacks when Clark was younger and dealing like with everyday life when his dad passed away, innit? And it was just him and Martha Kent. And that kind of like, it's actually interesting seeing how Clark was when he was younger and how like his kids are today, innit? Like there's some common grounds that they have, you know what I'm saying? Like, and it's just like, oh, mad. And it kind of explains as well, like why, like,
that's the way it is.
Yeah, exactly. Like, you know what I mean? So
the only thing about that is that why is it only now in episode 5 we're getting this?
I think it's to go
with what's going on.
Yeah,
it makes sense that we're getting this now.
It's nice like that.
Yeah.
But like, I don't know, like I feel like if this was the blueprint or always going to be in the show, why not in at least episode 2 where he's been trying to school the kids. He's been saying shit like, even when he's like, oh, that's not how I grew up and that's why I kept the secret from you. Like, why not do the parallel between him and his dad then?
Because the reason is he had powers growing up. They didn't have powers growing up. So flashback into him being younger with powers isn't relevant to these two because they didn't have powers. Now that they've got powers, you can have the flashbacks, but they're not even flashback into the powers as a youth. They're flashback into the decision process as just an adolescent and the thing of wanting to leave home. Do you know what I'm saying? Obviously now, Jonathan wants to leave home, and that's something that Clark can relate to without it having to be a Superman thing. And that's why he gave him the box, the empty box, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like, what's inside the box doesn't actually matter. It's the process of the thing we're going through right now is the same. So I think it's actually good that they brought the flashbacks here. Even if they don't even go back to the flashbacks ever again, I feel like just for this episode, as a story device, it worked pretty well for me. For me, with the episode, I feel like the stuff that was the most interesting was the Lex stuff because it was first, there was a conversation, and if you watch the watch along on patreon.com/cybernerds, you will see that when Lex approaches Lois and they have a conversation and he lies about who he is, says he's another journalist, I was like, rah, the reason this conversation is interesting because when they brought up Lex in that conversation, she had a narrative on Lex, like the only person worse than Edge is Lex. But then you would indicate that she doesn't know what Lex Luthor looks like. But that's crazy because he's like a global figure and she's a reporter.
But
she doesn't know what he looks like.
Because this Lex is from a different world, so
yes, but they already confirmed that these characters are the same characters because Lex in his Lorna in Lex's world is the same. Lois is the same. Superman looks the same.
That looks the same as well.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. So it's like, is that a continuity mess up, or does she just really not know what Lex Luthor looks like?
Which is mad because
she's the biggest reporter in the world, and he's a multi-millionaire grumbling. Yeah. That's what I'm saying. So there, I was like, oh, that was a red flag for me, just with the show itself. But then later, to find out that Lois and Lex on another world were together is great because halfway through this episode, I was like, I might be on this Lex's side. Do you know what I'm saying? Because it's like he's on the Batman vibe from Batman versus Superman. Like, we got like if there's 1% chance, we got to take this brother out. Now there's more Kryptonians here. It's like, raw, shooting them out the sky. Was that actually a bad thing? No, like, do you know what I'm saying? It's all getting a bit clouded, but they're gonna use Lex and his love for his Lois as added motivation to want to shut this thing down, which is mad.
Like, you know what it is, yeah? Like, that scene, yeah, just took me back to when Flash came back to Batman and was like, yo, Lois is the key. It seems like Lois is the key in this thing again, bruv. Do you know what I mean? Because at the beginning, he was like, yo, you did this, all of this to where I'm from. Imagine he also took his wife, like maybe those guys broke up and boom, boom, and then now she's with Superman.
Oh, Superman might just X her.
He could have X her either way, but one thing that he said here was like, yo, wherever Lois Lane is at, Superman follows. So I think that also comes from that earth, innit? That knowledge. So it's gonna be super interesting when things like get developed and we get to see exactly what happens.
I think that's from his earth on this knowledge, and that's why he came at her on the reporter tip, like, and he was so heavily on the, oh yeah, but you've always got the inside track, you've always got the inside scoop. I feel like that was him researching this world's Lois Lane to find that out, and I would presume that the other world's Lois Lane, the energy that R1's got for Superman, she had for him, and that is also gonna be the big issue. Like, he knows Wagwan for that. Get me?
He'll definitely know how to play her.
And that's what I'm saying. That's why I feel like he came at her in that way. Like, do you know what I'm saying? So, bro, it's definitely getting spicy there.
Yeah, I did like that narrative because obviously I just thought he was coming here for the whole
straight revenge thing.
Yeah, but knowing that now he's had a past relationship with another Lois, like, I want to see the other relationships he's had with other world characters as well. Then,
but
that'd be interesting.
It makes the connection with him and Lois's dad now. Do you know what I'm saying? Because before, Lois's dad was on his side, like, was with one of his generals or whatever, and it's like, Rosh, he was the Superman of his world, bruv. Do you get what I'm saying? And Superman was the villain, bruv.
And this is why it made sense right at the beginning. He went to her dad first, gave him the dog tag?
Yeah.
Do you know what I'm saying? And his dad later on used the dog tag. So he's most certainly playing on his previous knowledge, and he knows how to.
He knows the players, he knows the players to hit up.
And it's nice seeing this type of Lex on this
kind of angle.
Cool,
this kind of angle.
Because it's completely different from before.
Another thing that's gangster about that is it's mad because we've got this Lex. We haven't even touched on our Lex.
Yeah.
And that's one thing that, listen, please.
Do we need?
No, we don't need to. And that's what I'm saying. Bruv, leave it to season 3, whatever, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? But it's mad because, like, we're getting a Lex vibe and it's not even our own Lex. So it's good that it leaves that. So when this character gets wiped out or killed, he gets to show back up again as a completely different character. But it's our Lex.
Maybe our Lex. Maybe this is Lex's dad. Like you
and
said
then
before.
it's Lex Jr.
Yeah, that's why she's like...
Oh,
she don't recognize, man.
Yeah.
That could be that as well.
That
could be that as well. That's spicy.
You know what I'm saying? Because that would make a lot more sense rather than, like, how is that Lex not parallel with our Lex and she hasn't known, man?
Yeah. I mean, that definitely could be it. That I still feel like she would know Lex's dad. But shit, you know what I'm saying, bro? But I like that. Yeah, that makes sense, bro.
That would clear up a lot more stuff.
And maybe the time difference as well, because obviously... I feel like in his world, it's not the 17 years past whatever event. Here it is 17 years past. So that Lex could be old enough to be doing this and that. But I don't know, because also this character as Lex, you might just want him to play younger Lex or like Earth 1 Lex as well. Yeah. But who knows, man? We'll see, man. But like, it's definitely spicy, man.
The next thing was that the powers that they're now trying to host for human beings to be in another kryptonite. I think it's kind of mad. I just want to know, who's this being that they found in this energy that they're trying to find a host for?
I feel like it's like the Codex, bro.
I was going to say
I feel like it's bro, because
I was going to say that.
This thing borrows so much stuff from Man of Steel, it wouldn't shock me that they've got they called it the artifact in this. He said, get the artifact out of it. When they flew off, he said, get the artifact out of it. And it looked like a baby inside sort of like some carbonized, you know, in Jurassic Park, when they got the mosquito in the ember, it looked like that. So now I was like, if they had the Codex and they were trying to bring Kryptonians back, and then obviously humans are the host bodies, and that's why when he flew out the machine, he started talking, like his voice had doubled.
Yeah.
So it was like, yeah, bruv, fam. And yeah, bruv, Kryptonians, I'm thinking of like parasites right now, living inside the host bodies, but you got to find the right bodies, do you know what I'm saying, to live in.
That's a whole different new story, because I don't think we've ever seen that anywhere else. Well, I've never really seen it in any other.
Well, that's the nice thing about this show, isn't it? It's just doing something new instead of like us getting the same stuff that we've been getting for the past, I don't know, 30, 40 years, bro. It's just refreshing to just get this and be like, yo, I have no idea where this is going. Do you know what I'm saying? Regardless of how much knowledge you have on Smallville, Superman, and all of them, innit? So, bro, this thing is mad. It's so mad. It's so mad. Yeah. It's so mad. And now the other kid came back as well to fight Jordan. Listen, hey. It's about to be a peak, bro. The
kids, for me, I don't know, for me, I think it was a bit like the writing. Because obviously you guys were saying, like, Jonathan's been a bit, he's going to go mad at one point. But he did everything all in one episode. Obviously, man's girlfriend broke up with him. And then man started drinking, hanging around with these, I don't know, friends or whatever have you. But I feel like his character just went from left to right real quick. And then snapped back at the end of the episode, where it feels like, for me, that would be more of a gradual episode thing.
You know what? To me, you know what? That actually makes him even more dangerous, bruv. Because if I know how to control this thing, if I know how to control these emotions, if I know how to go, bruv, that's going to make him very, very dangerous later on, bruv. If that kind of psychopath stuff,
I don't think it's that deep. Listen, I don't think it's that deep. I don't think it's that deep.
No, but what Sam is saying is right.
No,
because when he confronted his brother, but then quickly switched up. Oh, I'm sorry, boom, boom, boom. Bruv, like
what? Previous episodes, man's like,
this is not a normal teenager behavior,
I don't need to be this and that. I'm like, alright, cool. He takes it on the chin. Like I said, like it would explode. Like man's a teenager, it's bound to happen, but.
Ain't no teenager movie.
Well, like this in one episode, bro. I was like, what the fudge?
I agree, bro. But I feel like he's just being a teenager, bro. Like, he's a good brother, fam. But he's being dumb because of what happened to him. Like, his girl broke up with him, so yeah, he was drinking. So yeah, he's like, oh, hanging out with these man being moist. But as soon as they put it on him on something like, bro, what are you doing? He just came back to his sense because he's a good kid, bro. He's a good kid. Then he's just like, oh yeah, like, bro, I shouldn't be drinking. Then man, like, bro, like. Bear in mind that, yeah, bruv, like, he's a good kid who just made a bad decision to drink because his girlfriend broke up with him, and then man comes back to his senses and then they're going home, bruv. Like, so I feel like it was fine. I didn't feel like he was all over the place in the episode. Well, he was all over the place, but because of what actually happened with his girl breaking up, bruv, because he was fine all the way. Oh, girlfriend's coming, he's happy. That happens. Man messes up. Man comes back, bruv. Do you get me, bruv? So it's cool for me, but I'm glad that it did boil over because you know he is feeling these things, and as a teenager, at some point you're gonna have an outburst. And I like that the outburst was because of an external thing that happened with his girlfriend breaking up, instead of him just waking up today and be like, "No, today's the day I'm just a jealous brother." Do you know what I'm saying? Yeah, bruv, he's got those emotions, but it just shows something else has got to happen.
And he's definitely repressing those emotions because. This is the second or third time he refers to his brother as Superboy.
Yeah.
Bruv, he's repressing those feelings to the max. And this is what I'm saying, bruv. If has a teenager where since they moved to Smallville, nothing has been going right for this guy. Bruv, he's aware that he might not play football again. He's aware of all these things that he was Metropolis doesn't happen here. Bruv, this kid is super dangerous, bruv. He's got the mind, bruv.
Nah, bruv.
And no teenager patterns up like that. He's dangerous.
I like it, but I think one of the things that could be a big trigger to this is obviously you see Jordan getting slapped up at the end of the episode. Is Jonathan, powerless Jonathan, at some point is going to try and save Superboy and get waxed, bruv. And I feel like that will be the moment the powers kick in. Bruv, you saw it, bruv. I'm telling hey, Jordan, fight back. You man are like, no, he's not going to fight back. But you know Jonathan, the brother, will try and fight without powers to save his brother, fam. And that's what I'm saying. Like, that scenario is going to happen. And to me, it's mad. Because Jordan, bruv.
And when that comes out, bruv, everything that's been inside of him is going to come out and it's going to mess someone up big time.
I've been done with Jordan, bro.
But the thing is, for me, I'm not done with Jordan. Like, bro,
Why are you done with Jordan?
Bro, he's just moist, bro.
Yeah,
You can't
he
be
is.
done with him just because he's moist, bro. That's who he is, bro.
Yeah, that's what I mean. Like, that's what I've just come to expect. Like, and
Yeah, but that's not being
just,
done with him, bro. That's accepting who he is, bro.
Yeah, same. Okay, yeah, that's what I meant. That's what I meant. Not like,
I still feel like, regardless that, bruv, if you've got powers, or even if you're enhanced a little bit, and you want to bad up, it will change. Nah, it depends, bruv. Because you have something, yeah, that might make you more than what you was. It doesn't mean you know how to harness the ting.
Mm-hmm.
And this is why I was upset. The way he was getting beat up at the end is because, bruv, you've harnessed the ting for a girl, but you wouldn't harness the ting for self-defense.
Yeah, and that makes sense.
No, you even point out the point where he's going to maybe do it at the school. So even that was, again, self-defense.
What thing at the school?
Where
when the guy grips him, her ex.
Yeah, and then Clark came in.
Well, that plays into my point even more, that at the end, bruv, I don't think that I'm with him getting beat up.
Maybe
bruv.
because he was his friend. He's like, what the hell's going on? So that's
Bruv,
like a shock.
That's fine, bruv. It's fine, bruv. But it's the like, bruv. Like, even if you're getting badded, yeah, bruv. That's how he was, bruv. Maybe that's the directing then. Maybe I'm on the directing more than Jordan because you gotta at least grab man back. Like, there's gotta be some sort of something. Like,
Yeah, something.
like this, bruv. And I'm like, what is happening here? Like, grab man back. Like, at least try to move, man, and show that you're being overpowered or something, bruv. He was just, bruv.
Just lay there.
Yeah, bruv.
Oh, no. But then it was Jonathan in the previous episode that helped him in the toilet, right? And then Clark came to save them again. Not Jordan.
Yeah, his arm was
Yeah.
spazzing out.
So when
and
you're
it was
in the
Clark
woods-
showed up.
Yeah, okay, cool. All right.
But that was Jonathan in the toilet with
Yeah,
him.
And then
that
what
wasn't
about in the
Jordan.
forest?
In the forest.
That was also Jonathan,
That was both
right?
of them.
Oh, okay.
That was both of them.
Bruv, I'm just saying, bruv, like, fam.
Bro, we see him getting friend zoned in the previous scene, and the man's all happy with that. It's like, alright, cool,
The
that's
thing is,
fine.
for
And then-
me, I don't care about that. It's because that's who he, like, bruv.
Thank you, so that shows his character. So when he's getting batted up by his friend, he's got to be like, all limp.
Nah,
like, just take me now, it's fine,
Nah,
bend me over,
Man
do
was a
whatever you want.
starfish, bro.
Nah, bruv.
Yeah,
Nah,
bro, it shows his own character, bro.
Bro.
I was like, that's cool. Alright, not done with him, but I'm like, yeah, I know who you are now, it's fine.
I just can't wait for the day we get there, and these two brothers just know who they are and they just do their thing because it's about to be a madness for Clark, innit? Like it's already a drama for him and Lois, like because the way these two keep getting banded up by these two youths, bruv, it's mad.
That's
It's
insane.
bruv, look. Jonathan, whenever, like, Jordan has outbursts to their parents, but Jonathan finishes them.
He schools them.
Like, he finishes them, bruv. To the point, like, they don't even rebuttal, bruv. Like, he'll just say something, shut up, and just they keep going, bruv. It's mad.
Jordan's outbursts are like a child.
Yeah.
And Jonathan's outbursts are just like an adult. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, they're like, get me. But then I understand now, like, why Clark's like a moist dad. Because he was, what he's seeing now is he's feeling guilt from his choices as an adolescent to his mum. So it's now I'm looking at it like, oh, Clark does have something to say, but ain't saying nothing because this is how he was moving when he was younger and doesn't actually know how to deal with it due to the fact that his dad had passed away at the time. So like where his dad may have had something to say, he's just not there to say anything. So he's just not saying anything.
Right.
And that plays a part when Lois is like, oh, you're being soft. And he's like, yeah, I know. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, but I'm hoping that he starts patterning up a little bit, bruv. Do you know what I'm saying? And it's not that, bruv, you got to slap these kids around, yeah? Because for me, that time's passed because of how old they are now. But it's like, you got to give these man a bit more guidance. And he was doing that at the end of the episode with the box. But...
yeah, it always seems like it's always after the fact.
Yeah, bruv.
Like, all right, cool, you guys are going to do this. I'm going to let you have your lesson. And I'm going to come back and be like, these are your choices. I'm letting you know what going on. Which is, for me,
that's what I'm saying. It's a starting point.
Yeah.
It's a starting point for him, who we're dealing with. But you get me.
It's a bit crazy.
Bruv, sometimes acting retrospectively.
Yeah.
Hey, bruv. You better tell the kid not to put his hand in the fire, bruv. Because if he gets burned, he's coming to cry to you, fam. It's mad.
At least
and then you're going to be like, well, I look
Or here's some ice, don't do it next time.
That's it. Well, I don't know. It's all a bit crazy still, but yeah, it's a good episode still. We'll see how it goes from here. But guys, let us know in the comments down below what you think of this episode. And yeah, if you're not over on patreon.com/thecybernerds watching these watch-alongs, it's all a bit crazy. If it's not Superman, it's something else. And I know you enjoy all the content over there. I'm Sam, Mr. Blitztech.
Revenue GS.
Joe on Further the Cyber Nerds.